What makes Team Fortress 2 Team Fortress 2? Is it the guns, the maps, the movement, the hats? After nearly 20 years, TF2 still feels unlike any other shooter ever made. Its identity is so distinct that countless games have tried to imitate it, yet none have really captured the same feeling. Recently though, a mod called TF Classified appeared on Steam. It's been described as what if TF2 kept evolving in the style of its early years instead of becoming modern TF2. To some players it feels like a cleaner, more focused version of the game that Valve left behind. It adds quality of life features the community has won for years, like Team Scramble and Rock the Vote, while cutting away much of TF2's clutter. It's a refined version of the game, so why isn't there more excitement around it? Why does something feel so off? Why does TF Classified feel so empty? I'm not going to sit here and pretend that TF Classified is an abomination of some sort. In fact, there are many things that it does well. First and foremost, it starts strong with this intro song. I mean, just listen to this. It is undoubtedly a panty dropper. This riff is too clean for its own good. Then you click around the server browser and you'll find some new game modes. The 4-team game mode was my personal favorite. Perhaps it was the respawn time, but these games had a competitiveness to them that would be hard to find in regular TF2. Just listen to this reaction.
So fuck you, no!
Let's go!
Now don't get me wrong, it was not like stepping into a ranked lobby. I had several rounds where my whole team was spies or engineers. These rounds just had a camaraderie that your average TF2 game simply does not have, and that felt really good. You know what also feels good? Weapons that reward you for aim. Now, Heavy has one, and it is a blast. No longer is Heavy stuck to spewing out hundreds of bullets trying to kill a WM1 Pyro. Now he has the anti-aircraft cannon to evaporate his enemies. I mean, would you just look at those giblets? It doesn't get better than that, folks. And speaking of rewarding your aim, there's also the weapon that shall not be named. Yes, of course, I'm speaking of...
Sniper, I swear to God, I'm gonna shake my fist angrily at you.
Was a serial killer who bragged about killing people, and he professed and confessed to be a demon.
I don't even know where to begin with this weapon. I am terrible at sniper. I do not enjoy playing him at all, and yet I become a demon with this thing in my hands. The hunting revolver's headshots do 120 damage with no fall off, and has a 6-round clip. That's 6 chances to nearly instantly kill 4 classes in the game. But wait, there's more. It is also a monster when unscoped at close ranges. It feels similar to the Spy's revolver, but much more reliable. A sniper who gets caught out with this is still highly dangerous. And when you also consider the 25 health this weapon gives you upon equipping it, there does not seem to be any downside that outweighs the massive upsides of the hunting revolver. Hunting revolver is not alone. There are a few truly cool weapons in this mod. The brick for scout, wonderful. It's like the guillotine and the Sandman's ball had a little baby. The jump pad for Engie, that replaces the teleporter, is a game changer. It gives a great deal of mobility to your team that can absolutely flip the game on its head. And the tranquilizer gun for the spy is a lot of fun. It guarantees crits for melee hits, so you can combo it with your knife for some deadly butter knives. They even gave Demo the gunboats, which, you know, he was once in the running to receive, so it's a lot of fun to see what may have been. Hey buddy, it ain't all sunshine and rainbows in Team Fortress Classified though, so now it's time to get a little ugly. For every 4-team game mode, there is something like VIP. In case you didn't know, VIP was going to be the original payload game mode, where you escort a VIP player to the capture point. Valve soon found that 1, no one enjoys playing as the VIP since you are usually just a spectator with a target on your back. 2, players do not want to babysit the VIP. You know, it's not exactly thrilling work. Finally, 3, if a VIP player does not know what they are doing, it could ruin the round for the other 11 players on the team.
I'm gonna say stuff and I'm hoping you'll listen to me.
Well, I'll listen.
Not the blue people over there, you guys.
Wow, you being racist?
So they just stuck with payload, which was a great idea because obviously it is insanely popular. But VIP legitimately is awful. The game mode, the maps, even looking at the VIP pisses me off. But that ain't the only thing that gets under my skin, no sir. For every cool or interesting weapon, there are 2 bad ones. I love Demo, and unfortunately, he got some real lobotomite weaponry in Classified. There's the Cyclops, which I can only describe as the detonator, but as a grenade launcher. It's supposed to combo with the dynamite pack, a weapon you can throw that will explode after a short amount of time. If you are to hit the dynamite pack with the Cyclops grenade, the dynamite will detonate instantly. It doesn't feel rewarding to pull off this combo, which is terrible since you are giving up your primary and secondary for this half-baked gimmick. But that's not the worst of it. There's also this thing. Would you do me a favor? I want you to imagine the complete opposite of what the Scotch Resistance would be. You know, the Scotch Resistance requires thinking and planning to set up traps. When done right, it feels wonderful to pull off. Absolutely delightful. The mine layer is a sticky bomb launcher that lets you squirt out 4 mines, and if an enemy walks over them, they will automatically detonate. Put them on the objective and literally leave your computer, and you will get something out of them.
Okay.
I love Demo Man, and boy does it hurt to look what they've done to him. I don't mean to rant, so let's do some rapid fire stinkers real quick. The nail gun. It's the syringe gun for Scout. I understand that was his OG weapon, but who wants this? The twin barrel is a single shot force of nature for Pyro. Why would I want to push people away as Pyro? I already have air blast if I want to do that. The harvester for Pyro. Not much to say here. You'll rarely get any benefits, and it extinguishes any player you light on fire after you die, which, shockingly enough, is really bad. The RPG for the soldier. A single shot rocket launcher that does more damage but travels incredibly slow. It's like if a rocket launcher had ED. The Admiral's Anchor. I just have a picture of a turd in my notes. Honestly, the hunting revolver. You thought I forgot about you? This thing is absolutely broken, legitimately disgusting. Alright, that's enough. If I didn't mention any of the other weapons, I either thought they were useless or boring. In my heart of hearts, I believe that what really hurts this mod the most is not what they added, but what they did not. They left out so much of what makes TF2 TF2. When you think of Team Fortress 2, what do you think of? Is it shooting a player out of the sky? Is it going on a big kill streak? Well, when I think of TF2, I think of clips like this. I am an engineer on Harvest, and I see a scout messing with my sentry gun. He launches a bobble at my sentry and misses. Please note that if he had hit this, it would have done like 3 damage to my sentry. He is certainly shitposting. I hit him with a classic no head shake. He then hits me with a yes head nod. It is at this point that I know I have a true TF2 lover on my hands. He then tries to big dog me with the Yeti, and he starts pounding his chest. He doesn't know who he's dealing with, so I big dog him right back. Also, please note that 7 out of 9 of my teammates are dead and most likely watching me do this. He then says what we are both thinking. We are evenly matched, and I agree and let him go out of respect for the game. This is what TF2 is to me. They want me to feel like a fool for enjoying the silliness of this game, that TF2 is more than all this. Once upon a time they were right, but we have moved past that. We have lived with the Conga for 10 years now. We have run with and from the demo nights, and we have flown with the jumper weapons. To take them away is to remove an appendage of the game itself. I know that hats in TF2 are a long-running joke. Oh, it's a hat simulator. Ha ha ha, they love their hats. But I earnestly think that a great deal of TF2's personality would be lost without them. Hitting a huge crit pipe and admiring your work just to have a gibbous scout run up and blast you in the face. Laughing at a spy main with the furry hat falling off a cliff trying to trick stab you. Killing that scout with the unusual who's been a pain in your side all game. All of this is what makes TF2 such a special game. And all of this is missing from TF Classified. They try and tell me that TF2's art style has lost the plot, that I should feel bad for laughing at the silly cosmetics or the stupid taunts. Well, I'm gonna say it. I don't care. It makes me laugh to see a fat engineer kill bind. I chuckle when a demo knight wielding a pan is shredded by a heavy. TF2 is a game that does not take itself seriously. It doesn't matter if you win or lose, only that you laughed or had fun. That is how a game survives nearly 20 years. We all love the flashy plays, the big time shots, but what we remember are the silly moments that happen out in the wild. And that is what I find missing in TF Classified. The carefree goofiness. That is what makes TF2.
Team Fortress 2.
It is the bedrock of Team Fortress 2, the chemical X that keeps blood in the heart and oxygen in the lungs. Classified simply does not have this. It is not peak. It has been sterilized. Numerous features that brought character to the game have been torn away. Yes, it is fun, but no, it is not TF2. It is a homunculus, a shell of TF2 with not much inside. There is an idea of Team Fortress Classified, some kind of adaptation, but there is no real Classified, only a soulless reskin, something illusory. And though it can hide its dwindling player count, and you can equip its new weapons and feel nostalgic for a past time, and maybe you can even sense this game is very similar to TF2, it simply is not TF2. Oh wait, they got Harvest? Maybe this mod ain't too bad.